The sky above Earth was calm, but the silence felt heavy. Commander Rena stood in the control room of the Orbital Defense Station, her eyes fixed on the giant screen before her. Red lights blinked and warning alarms filled the room. Something was coming from deep space, and it was coming fast. Rena took a deep breath. She had seen many strange things in her career, but nothing like this. The sensors had detected hundreds of massive ships moving in formation. They were unlike any craft, built by humans. Their energy signatures were powerful and sharp, cutting through space like fire. The readings showed a fleet larger than any human fleet could ever be. "Commander, what do we do?" asked Lieutenant Mara, her voice shaking slightly. She had joined Rena's team only last year, but she had already faced small alien encounters. This was different. This was something no human had faced before. Rena's eyes narrowed. "We stay calm. We gather information. Panic will not help anyone." She tapped a few buttons, pulling up images from deep space telescopes. The alien ships moved with precision, faster than anything humans had ever recorded. The formation was perfect, like a deadly dance. Every ship seemed to know its place, every movement calculated. Dr. Soren, the station's chief scientist, stepped forward. His hair was messy, and his glasses reflected the red warning lights. "Commander, the energy readings are unlike anything we know. Their weapons could destroy entire cities in minutes. If they reach Earth, humanity will not survive without immediate action." Rena nodded slowly. She had expected this. Humanity had always known the risk of encountering other civilizations. Still, seeing it on the screen made it real. "Dr. Soren, how much time do we have before they reach the inner solar system?" Soren studied the data carefully. "Approximately 6 hours. That is if they do not accelerate. They are fast, but not impossible to track. We must prepare our defenses and alert Earth immediately." Rena turned to the communications panel. "Patch me through to Earth Command. Inform them of the threat. We cannot underestimate this fleet. Full alert. All stations and satellites must be ready." The control room filled with the sounds of urgent messages being sent. Voices from Earth Command, orbiting stations, and nearby colonies buzzed through the speakers. Fear and confusion mixed with professional urgency. Some commanders questioned if humanity could survive. Others prepared for the fight with determination. Rena watched the alien ships on the screen. Their shapes were strange, angular, and glowing faintly. No human design had ever looked like that. And yet, there was something about them that made her feel cautious. The ships moved with intelligence, but they were not chaotic. They were organized, calculated, dangerous. Lieutenant Mara leaned closer. "Do you think they know we are here?" she asked softly. Rena considered this. Maybe, maybe not. But we cannot wait to find out. Humans have one advantage: we adapt, we think, and we fight differently. That is what they may not expect. The alarms grew louder. A map of the solar system appeared on the screen, showing the alien fleet approaching Jupiter's orbit. The distance was closing quickly. Rena's heart raced, but she kept her expression calm. Panic would spread faster than the aliens ever could. She needed to lead, not fear. Dr. Soren turned to her. "Commander, I need your permission to activate the prototype sensors. They can analyze the alien energy shields and weapon patterns. If we understand their technology, we can find a weakness." Rena nodded. "Do it immediately. Every second counts." The lab doors hissed as Soren and his team entered the sensor room. Lights flickered, machines hummed, and the screen filled with streams of data. The alien ships reacted to nothing visible. They were silent hunters, moving like shadows. Across the stars, Rena walked along the control room watching her team work. She could feel the tension, but also the determination. Humans had faced impossible odds before. They had survived plagues, wars, and disasters, and now, for the first time, The fate of humanity rested on how fast they could think, how fast they could act. "Commander, they are closer than expected," Mara said. The distance on the screen shrank rapidly. "Less than 5 hours now." Rena took a deep breath. "Then we begin. Humanity has always fought back when it mattered most. We will do it again. Alert every fleet, every station. Prepare the weapons. But remember, our greatest weapon is not just firepower. It is our mind, our courage, our ability to surprise them." Outside the station, space stretched endlessly. Stars glimmered like distant lights in the darkness. The alien fleet moved closer, unaware of the full strength and creativity of humanity. Commander Rena knew the coming hours would decide the future of Earth, and she also knew one thing clearly. Humans would not go quietly. The warning had come. The time to act was now. Humanity was ready to answer. The silence of space shattered with sudden flashes of light. The alien armada had reached the outer edges of the solar system, and its first strike was about to begin. Commander Rena stood at the main observation deck, her eyes fixed on the holographic map of the approaching fleet. The ships moved like a single living organism, precise and unstoppable. "Commander, they are firing," Lieutenant Mara said, pointing to the glowing lines racing toward Earth's orbital stations. The lines were beams of energy, moving faster than human weapons could intercept. Several stations exploded instantly, turning into fragments of metal and fire. The debris floated silently in the darkness of space, a grim warning of what was coming next. Rena's hands tightened on the control panel. She did not allow fear to show. "Focus on the defensive grids. Divert all available energy to shields. Every station that is still operational must survive." Dr. Soren appeared at her side, holding a tablet with new data. "Commander, their weapons are energy-based and highly adaptive. Our standard defense systems will not last long. We need to change our approach." Rena nodded. "Then we will change it. Prepare the orbital cannons. Target the leading ships. Hit them where they are most exposed. Human ingenuity can outsmart technology, even this advanced." The observation deck shook as another station was hit. The team held their positions, their eyes wide with focus. The alien fleet was relentless, yet it was not chaotic. Every attack was calculated, aimed at maximum damage with minimum effort. They were not just attacking, they were testing humanity. In the control room, engineers activated the orbital cannons. Massive energy beams charged slowly, filling the room with a blue glow. Rena watched the cannons lock onto the alien ships. "Steady. Wait for the right moment. Fire together." Lieutenant Mara's fingers flew across her console. "Commander, they are changing formation. They are reacting to our movements." Rena's eyes narrowed. "Good. That means they notice us. That means we have their attention. Now we show them humans do not fight the way they expect." The cannons fired simultaneously. Brilliant beams of energy cut through the blackness of space, striking the lead alien ships. For a moment there was silence. Then, the alien ships erupted in flashes of light, pieces scattering like glowing rain. The rest of the armada hesitated, as if surprised by the sudden human counterattack. "This is only the beginning," Rena said calmly. "We must use every advantage we have. Humanity adapts. Humanity survives. Remember that." Soren checked his tablet and frowned. "Commander, we can analyze the energy shields of their ships in real time. If we find a pattern, we can target weak points with greater accuracy. But we need more data." Rena made her decision quickly. "Send drone probes. Risk them if necessary. Every piece of information counts. We cannot rely on chance." Outside the observation window, small drones shot forward, weaving through alien fire. They transmitted data back, scanning every ship. Some were destroyed immediately, but most returned valuable information. Engineers worked quickly to adjust the orbital cannons, aiming for the weak points the drones discovered. The alien fleet realizing the humans were adapting, changed tactics. Ships began firing in coordinated waves, trying to overwhelm the defenses. Explosions lit the space between Mars and Jupiter. Dust and debris drifted slowly, evidence of the first human losses. Rena ignored the fear creeping into the room. Do not stop. Humanity's strength is not in perfection. It is in persistence. We learn. We fight. We survive. Every strike we take teaches us something. Every counterstrike we make shows them they cannot predict us. Mara nodded, her eyes wide. Commander, we are holding them off. The stations are surviving longer than expected. Rena smiled slightly, even as her heart pounded. That is the power of human determination. We will survive this attack, and we will fight back harder. They do not understand what it means to face humanity at its best. The alien armada fired. Again, but this time the orbital cannons were ready. Beams struck at weak points, causing explosions that sent alien ships spinning out of control. The humans cheered quietly, a mixture of relief and determination. They had survived the first strike, but Rena knew this was only the start. The aliens had the numbers and advanced technology. Human courage and creativity would be tested like never before. She turned to her team, her voice firm and steady. Prepare for the next wave. We will show them humans do not give up. We will learn. We will adapt. And we will survive. Outside, the alien fleet continued its advance. But humanity's first answer had been given. The solar system was not theirs for easy conquest. Earth's defenders had struck back with precision and intelligence. Commander Rena watched the dark expanse of space, knowing that the real battle was only beginning. The warning had become reality. The first strike had come. Humanity had survived, and the answer they would give next could change everything. The first strike had shaken the solar system, but it had also awakened determination in humanity. Commander Rena stood in the strategy room of the orbital defense station, watching the alien fleet retreat slightly to reorganize. She knew the brief pause was temporary. The aliens would attack again, and next time they would be stronger. Commander, Lieutenant Mara said, pointing to the holographic display, our defenses held, but the aliens are learning. They are adjusting their attacks. We cannot rely on just the orbital cannons anymore. Rena nodded. She had expected this. Humans had survived impossible odds before because they did not rely on one method of defense. Then it is time to show them humanity has more than firepower. We have brains, we have courage, and we have the ability to surprise them. Dr. Soren stepped forward, carrying a tablet filled with calculations. His hands trembled slightly, not from fear, but from excitement. Commander, I have the data from the drones. The alien ship's energy shields have a pattern. They regenerate quickly, but if we strike at the same spot repeatedly with focused energy, we can create a weak point. Rena leaned closer. How fast can we deploy this? Soren looked at her seriously. We can use the prototype weapon, Project Radiant. It is designed to hit multiple targets with precision, but it requires a coordinated strike. Timing is everything. One mistake, and the weapon could fail. Rena clenched her fists. This was humanity's chance. Prepare Project Radiant immediately. Assemble the fleet. Every ship must be in position. We will hit the alien fleet where it hurts the most. In the hangar below, human ships moved quickly. Pilots checked engines, weapons, and shields. Every crew member understood the gravity of the situation. Fear was present, but it did not control them. They trained for moments like this, and now the moment had come. Rena walked among the crews, offering words of encouragement. Remember, we are more than machines. We are human. We think. We adapt. We survive. Today we fight not just for ourselves, but for everyone on Earth. Mara approached Rena, her eyes wide but determined. Commander, what if they outsmart us this time? Rena smiled faintly. Then we adapt again. That is what humans do. The aliens may be powerful, but they are predictable in ways they do not realize. We will find the gaps in their strategy. We always do. As the fleet moved into position, Soren activated the weapon controls. The room filled with a low hum of energy building. Lights blinked, screens displayed data streams, and the energy levels of Project Radiant climbed steadily. This was humanity's ultimate response, a weapon born from creativity, teamwork, and careful observation. Targeting complete, Soren announced. All systems ready. Waiting for your order, Commander. Rena took a deep breath. She knew the next few moments would decide the future of Earth. Fire on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark! A surge of energy shot out from the weapon station, forming a brilliant beam that cut through the darkness of space. The lead alien ships were struck precisely where the drones had indicated. For a moment, there was silence. Then, the ships erupted in controlled explosions, sending fragments spinning in every direction. The alien fleet faltered. Their formations broke as they tried to react to the sudden destruction. Rena watched closely, her mind calculating the next move. Keep the pressure on. Do not give them time to recover. Focus on the weak points. Humanity must strike with intelligence, not just force. Lieutenant Mara called out from her station. Commander, they are confused. Their attacks are slower. They are regrouping, but they do not know where to strike next. Rena nodded. Good. That confusion is our advantage. Push forward. Every ship, every pilot, every crew member must act as one. This is the moment humans show why we survive against impossible odds. Soren monitored the weapon, adjusting the focus and timing to maximize damage. Commander, the shields on the remaining ships are weakening. A few more strikes and they will collapse completely. Rena's voice was firm. Then we finish this. Humanity does not hesitate when the future is at stake. Continue the attack. Use Project Radiant to its full potential. Make every strike count. The human fleet moved with precision, striking repeatedly at the alien ships' weak points. One by one, the enemy vessels were destroyed or disabled. Explosions lit up the void of space, but there was no panic, only determination. Humans had learned from the first strike, and now they were showing the power of adaptation and strategy. Finally, the alien fleet began to scatter, retreating into the darkness. They had never faced resistance like this before. The combination of human courage, intelligence, and technology had turned the tide. Rena turned to her team, her voice calm but full of pride. This is humanity's answer. We fight not only with weapons, but with our minds. We survive because we adapt. Today, we have shown that even the strongest enemy can be challenged when humans act together. Outside the station, the stars shone brightly. Space was quiet again, but the tension remained. Humanity had survived the first full confrontation. They had given their answer. The alien fleet would return, but now they knew humans were not to be underestimated. Rena looked at the screens one last time. This is only the beginning, but humanity will stand. We will protect our world, and when the next challenge comes, we will be ready. The alien fleet had retreated for now, but Commander Rena knew it was only temporary. The attack had been fierce, and humanity had survived by a narrow margin. Still, the cost was heavy. Several orbital stations were destroyed, and many human ships had been damaged. The solar system was scarred, but the spirit of humanity was unbroken. Rena walked along the observation deck, watching engineers and pilots repair their ships. Her eyes were sharp, her mind calculating. The aliens had underestimated humans once, but she knew they would not make the same mistake twice. Commander, Lieutenant Mara called, we have analyzed their retreat pattern. They are not just withdrawing randomly, they are regrouping. Near the outer asteroid belt, they may be planning a larger strike. Rena nodded. Then we prepare. Humanity cannot wait for them to return. We must find a way to turn the battle in our favor permanently. Dr. Soren joined them, carrying A new set of data. Commander, the alien ships are strong, but they rely heavily on formation and coordination. If we can disrupt that, we can create confusion. They do not seem to handle unexpected variables well. Rena's eyes brightened. Then we give them variables they cannot control. We will force them to react, and every reaction will be a mistake. The fleet gathered in orbit around Mars. Engineers repaired damaged ships, while pilots trained tirelessly. Every system was tested, every weapon prepared. Project Radiant had shown its power, but Rena knew they needed more than one weapon to win. Humans would have to combine intelligence, technology, and daring strategy. Mara approached with a report. Commander, we have a plan. If we use asteroid mining drones, we can push large asteroids toward the alien formation. It will force them to scatter and break their coordination. Rena smiled faintly. Excellent. Prepare the drones. Time is critical. We strike before they reach Earth's orbit again. Outside, the asteroid belt glimmered with distant rocks and debris. Human drones moved among them, preparing for a carefully timed assault. Every asteroid had been selected for size and trajectory. One wrong move could destroy the plan, but Rena trusted her team. Humanity had survived impossible odds before because of teamwork, intelligence, and courage. Soren monitored the alien fleet on the screens. Commander, they are moving faster than expected. They may reach our outer defenses before the asteroids are ready. Rena did not hesitate. Then we accelerate. Launch the drones now. Timing is everything. We hit them precisely when they enter the asteroid belt. The drones activated, their engines glowing faintly. Massive asteroids began to move, guided by human technology with precision unmatched by any alien systems. The fleet moved into position, waiting for the perfect moment. Here they come, Mara said, her voice steady but tense. The alien ships approached, unaware of the deadly obstacle in their path. Their sensors were advanced, but they had not anticipated human creativity. Rena gave the command. Now! The asteroids shifted, striking the edges of the alien formation. The alien ships reacted quickly, but not quickly enough. Explosions rocked several vessels as they collided with debris. Formation lines broke and confusion spread through the armada. Focus the orbital cannons on the largest ships, Rena ordered. Target their weak points. Project Radiant ready for follow-up strikes. The human fleet attacked with precision. Energy beams struck vulnerable areas, disabling shields and engines. The alien fleet was forced to scatter in every direction, losing coordination completely. For the first time, humans held the advantage in the battle. Mara's voice trembled with excitement. Commander, they are retreating again. This time, they are weaker. We can follow them. Rena's face was calm, but her eyes shone. Yes, we follow, but carefully. We do not want to overextend. The turning point is here, but the fight is not over. Humanity must strike with strategy, not recklessness. Soren, analyze the remaining alien ships. Commander, if we continue with the same method, targeted strikes combined with unpredictable obstacles, we can force them completely out of the solar system. Rena nodded. Then that is what we do. Humanity will not wait to be destroyed. We take the fight to them, using our brains, our courage, and our technology. Outside, the stars were calm again, but the war in space had changed. The humans had found the turning point, the moment where fear became courage and weakness became strategy. The aliens would not forget this day. Rena turned to her team. This is what humans do. We survive, we adapt, and we fight back stronger than before. The next move belongs to us. Humanity will not be erased. We will protect our world and our future. The alien fleet continued to retreat, but humanity's answer had changed the course of the battle. Earth and the solar system were still in danger, but now the humans held hope and momentum. The turning point had come, and the future of humanity looked brighter than it had in hours. The solar system had quieted after the chaos of the alien attacks, but Commander Rena knew that waiting would not keep humanity safe. The aliens had retreated, but they were planning, learning, and preparing. Humans had survived the first strikes, and now it was time to take the fight beyond Earth's orbit. In the command room of the orbital station, Rena stood before a large holographic map of the outer solar system. The alien fleet had moved past Neptune and was regrouping near a cluster of icy moons. Humanity had tracked them carefully. This was their chance to strike before the aliens could rebuild. "Commander," Lieutenant Mara said, pointing to the hologram, "we have enough resources and ships repaired. The fleet is ready to follow them. If we attack now, we can catch them off guard." Rena's eyes were steady. "Prepare the fleet for departure. This is our first offensive operation. We move with precision and speed. Humanity will show that we do not wait for danger to reach us. We face it." Dr. Soren brought over new calculations. "Commander, the alien fleet is strong, but they rely on formation. If we can divide them even for a short time, we can strike efficiently. I have identified patterns in their movement that we can exploit." Rena nodded. "Excellent. Prepare a two-pronged attack. Half of the fleet will draw them out, while the other half hits their weak points. Timing is critical. We cannot fail." The fleet moved silently through space, engines glowing faintly as they accelerated toward the outer planets. Pilots adjusted trajectories, engineers monitored energy shields, and everyone prepared for the coming battle. Humans had survived countless threats on Earth, but now they were taking their survival into space. "Commander, sensors detect them," Mara said. "The alien fleet is partially repaired but not fully operational. This is our chance." Rena's voice was firm. "Then we strike. All units follow the plan. Draw them into the asteroid field near Titan. Use it as a trap. Hit them with Project Radiant when they are focused on avoiding obstacles." The humans approached Titan's orbit. Massive icy rocks floated near the planet, perfect for creating a defensive and offensive trap. Drones were deployed, pushing the asteroids carefully into positions that forced the alien fleet into narrow pathways. The aliens were skilled pilots, but they did not expect humans to use the environment as a weapon. The first alien ships entered the trap. Collisions with asteroids forced them into unpredictable movements. Energy shields flickered as their formations broke. The humans struck quickly, disabling engines and weapons with precise beams. The aliens were confused and frustrated. "Keep the pressure on," Rena commanded. "Project Radiant, fire at their weakest points. Make every strike count." The weapon unleashed a controlled wave of energy that tore through the alien ships' shields. Explosions lit up the darkness of space, and the alien fleet faltered. For the first time, humanity was not just defending, they were attacking and controlling the battlefield. Mara shouted from her station, "Commander, they are trying to regroup, but the trap is working. Their ships are scattered, and they cannot form a proper line of attack." Rena's lips tightened in a determined smile. "Good. That confusion is our advantage. Follow through. Every ship must hit a target. We cannot give them a chance to recover." Soren adjusted the weapon systems to maximize efficiency. "Commander, if we push forward, we can force the alien fleet into full retreat. Their command. Structure seems fragile. One more strike and they may abandon the outer solar system entirely." Rena nodded. "Then we finish this. Humanity will not wait to be destroyed. We will take the fight to them. This is our first true offensive. Show them why humans survive against impossible odds." The fleet moved as one. Every human ship, every pilot, and every weapon acted with coordination and intelligence. Asteroids collided with alien ships. Energy beams struck at critical points, and the alien fleet was driven into disarray. Explosions illuminated the icy moons, a testament to human strategy and courage. Finally, the alien fleet began to retreat past Neptune, moving away from the solar system. Humanity had won the first offensive battle. Their ships were intact, their energy reserves strong, and their spirits high. Humans had proven that survival was not enough. They could strike back, and they could win. Rena looked at the stars, thinking of the future. "This is only the beginning," she said. "Humanity has survived, adapted, and now we fight. We will protect our world, our people, and our solar system. The aliens will not forget this day. Neither will we." The fleet returned to Mars for repairs and resupply. Engineers worked tirelessly, pilots trained for the next encounter, and Rena prepared new strategies. Humanity had found its strength, not just in weapons, but in intelligence, courage, and unity. Outside, space was calm, but the war had shifted. Humanity was no longer only defending, they were leaders in the battle for survival. The first strike had been answered, the turning point had been reached, and now humanity was striking back. Rena turned to her team. "We have faced fear and danger, and we have won. The fight is far from over, but we have shown that humans do not give up. We will continue to protect our home, and we will continue to fight. Humanity will survive, and we will thrive." The alien fleet had retreated beyond Neptune, but Commander Rena knew they would return if humanity did not finish the fight. The humans could not wait for another attack. The time had come for the final push to secure the solar system and ensure that Earth and its people would remain safe. In the command room of the Mars orbital station, Rena stood before her officers. "The aliens are vulnerable," she said. "They have repaired some ships, but their formation is weak, and their morale is low. This is our chance to push them completely out of the solar system. We will strike with precision, intelligence, and speed." Lieutenant Mara pointed to the holographic map. "Commander, their current position is near the outer Kuiper belt. The distance works in our favor. We can use the ice and asteroid fields there as obstacles, just like we did near Titan." Dr. Soren added, "Commander, I have studied their patterns. They are not used to humans taking the fight so far from Earth. If we act with surprise and careful planning, we can force them into a situation where they cannot recover. We can end this battle now." Rena nodded. "Then we act. All ships prepare for deployment. We move as one unit, but our attack will divide the enemy. Half of the fleet will lure them into the ice fields. The other half will strike their weak points. Timing and precision are our greatest weapons." The human fleet moved through space with quiet determination. Pilots adjusted trajectories, engineers monitored energy shields, and drones carried out scouting missions. Every detail mattered, and every crew member knew their role. Humanity had survived impossible odds before, and now they were ready to finish the fight. "Commander, the alien fleet is detected," Mara reported. "They have fewer ships than before, and their energy shields are unstable. They are weaker than when we first encountered them." Rena's voice was calm but firm. "Good. That is exactly what we needed. Now we hit them where it hurts, and we force them to retreat permanently. Humanity will not be threatened again." The fleet approached the Kuiper belt. Massive icy rocks and frozen debris surrounded the aliens. Human drones guided the ice toward the enemy ships, creating narrow passages and obstacles that were difficult to navigate. The aliens struggled to maintain formation, their ships colliding with debris and each other. "Now!" Rena commanded. Project Radiant fired, sending precise energy beams at the weakest points of the alien vessels. Explosions lit up the darkness of space as ships were disabled, forced to retreat or destroyed. The humans moved with coordinated efficiency, striking when the enemy was distracted by the ice and debris. Mara watched the battle unfold. "Commander, they are falling apart. Their formation is gone, and they cannot regroup. If we continue, they will have no choice but to leave the solar system." Rena smiled faintly. "Keep pressure on them. We do not allow them to recover. Every strike must count. Humanity does not wait for threats to pass. We act, we adapt, and we finish what we start." Soren monitored energy levels and weapon systems. "Commander, our fleet is holding strong. If we continue, We can push the remaining ships beyond Pluto and into deep space. The aliens will have no opportunity to return. Rena nodded. Then we do it. All units, advance. Strike with precision. Humanity will not be threatened again. Protect our home, protect our future, and show the universe the strength of our people. The fleet pressed forward. Energy beams struck enemy shields, drones guided ice toward the ships, and explosions lit the darkness of the Kuiper Belt. The alien fleet, unable to form a proper line of defense, began a full retreat into the distance. Mara watched with satisfaction. "Commander, they are leaving. Their fleet is scattered, and their retreat is permanent. The solar system is safe." Rena's eyes shone with determination. "Yes, humanity has fought with courage, intelligence, and unity. We have survived, adapted, and now we have secured our home. Earth, Mars, and the entire solar system are safe. But we will remain vigilant. Humanity will protect what we have earned." The fleet returned to Mars for repairs and celebration. Pilots, engineers, and commanders had all played their part. Humanity had taken the fight to the enemy and had emerged victorious. For the first time in history, humans had pushed an alien fleet completely out of the solar system. Rena looked at the stars, thinking of the future. "This is not the end of challenges," she said, "but it is proof of what humanity can achieve. We survive, we fight, and we protect our home. The universe is vast, but so is our courage and determination. Humanity will continue to thrive." Outside the station, stars glittered silently, unaware of the human victory that had changed the course of the solar system. Humanity had faced fear, destruction, and uncertainty, but they had emerged stronger, smarter, and united. Rena turned to her team one last time. "Today, humanity has shown that we do not give up. We do not wait to be destroyed. We act, we adapt, and we protect. This is the strength of our people. The alien threat has been ended, and our future is ours to secure." The alien fleet was gone, pushed far beyond the reach of the solar system. Humanity had fought with courage, strategy, and unity, and now the solar system was safe. Commander Rena stood on the observation deck of the Mars orbital station, looking at the stars. The battle was over, but the future was only beginning. Lieutenant Mara joined her. "Commander, the fleet reports that all units are intact. Repairs are underway and energy supplies are full. Humanity has survived, and we have proven our strength to the galaxy." Rena nodded. "Yes, Mara, but strength is not just about weapons or ships. It is about intelligence, unity, and courage. Humanity has all three, and now the universe knows it. We have protected our home, our people, and our future." Dr. Soren walked up, holding a tablet with updated data from the outer solar system. "Commander, sensors show that the alien fleet has no immediate plans to return. They are scattered and disorganized. Humanity has sent a clear message. We are not to be underestimated." Rena smiled faintly. "Good. But we remain vigilant. The universe is vast, and there may be other threats. Today we celebrate victory, but tomorrow we prepare for the unknown. Humanity must be ready for anything. On Earth, people celebrated the triumph. Cities lit up in joy. News channels shared stories of courage and unity, and children looked up at the night sky with wonder. Humanity had survived an enemy that had once seemed unstoppable. They had defended their home and had taken the fight to the stars. In the Martian colonies, engineers and pilots worked tirelessly. Ships were repaired, energy systems upgraded, and new technology developed. Humanity had learned from the battles. Every innovation, every strategy, and every decision had brought them victory. The solar system was now a place where humans could thrive, explore, and prepare for whatever challenges might come. Rena walked through the control center, observing her team. Pilots trained, engineers tested new systems, and officers analyzed strategies for future defense. Every person knew their role and their importance. Humanity had learned that survival depended on teamwork, courage, and intelligence. "Commander," Mara said, "I have been reviewing the battle logs. Humanity's strategy was perfect. Using the environment, timing, and precision, we overcame an enemy that was stronger in numbers. The victory is historic." Rena nodded. "Yes, Mara. It is not just the victory itself, but the way we achieved it. Humanity does not rely on luck or chance. We act, adapt, and overcome. That is our greatest strength. We will continue to grow, explore, and protect our home." Dr. Soren joined them. "Commander, I have been analyzing alien technology that we recovered. Their systems are advanced, but they lack creativity and adaptability. Humanity's ability to innovate under pressure is what gave us the advantage. This knowledge will guide future defenses and explorations." Rena looked at the stars again, feeling a deep sense of pride. "We have survived the impossible. We have proven that humans can face any threat and emerge stronger. The universe is vast, and there are challenges ahead, but today we know that humanity can face them. We will continue to protect our home and expand our reach into the stars." In the days that followed, humans strengthened their defenses throughout the solar system. Outposts were established on moons and asteroids, fleets were maintained for rapid response, and communication networks expanded to ensure coordination across planets. Humanity had not only survived, they had grown stronger and more united. On Earth, Rena addressed the people through a live broadcast. "Citizens of Earth, today we celebrate victory. We have faced a great threat and survived. Our courage, intelligence, and unity have protected our home. Let this victory remind us that humanity is strong, capable, and ready for the future. We will continue to explore, protect, and thrive. Humanity's journey among the stars has only begun." As the broadcast ended, Rena returned to the observation deck. Mara joined her silently. Together, they watched the stars, knowing that humanity had taken its first step into a larger universe. The alien threat had been defeated, but the knowledge, strength, and unity gained from the struggle would guide humanity for generations. Rena spoke softly, almost to herself. "We have shown that humans are not just survivors. We are fighters, thinkers, and explorers. The universe may challenge us, but it will never defeat us. Humanity has triumphed, and our future is ours to shape." Outside the station, stars sparkled, silent witnesses to humanity's courage. The solar system was safe, the people were united, and the future was bright. Humanity had faced fear and danger and had emerged victorious. In the quiet of space, Rena knew one thing for certain. Humanity would continue to explore, defend, and grow. They had survived the impossible, and they were ready for anything. The universe was vast, but so was human courage, intelligence, and determination. Humanity was triumphant, and their journey was just beginning.